Pork chops and chicken burgers have both gotten a bad rap. They're often seen as dry and not quite as exciting as the classic backyard grill favorites. I'm Gordon Bailey, I'm a professional chef and restaurateur. Today we are transforming the barbecue. We're going to prove that pork chops can be juicy and flavor-packed, and that chicken burgers aren't just the lighter choice. They can bring that main character energy too. Hey, if you're at a loss for what to throw on the grill this summer, rib chops are a great place to start. They're flavorful, grill-friendly, and an affordable way to bring that steakhouse style to your own backyard. A lot of people grew up eating thin, overcooked pork chops and haven't revisited them since. But a thick-cut, bone-in chop changes everything. It delivers incredible flavor and stays tender and juicy on the grill, especially after we marinate it with some balsamic vinegar and fresh herbs. A big thank you to Manitoba Pork and the Manitoba Chicken producers for sponsoring this video. We're proud to showcase versatile, locally raised proteins and the farmers who bring them to our plates. If you're enjoying these made in Manitoba food stories, subscribe to our channel. We're sharing new videos every Friday. Now, pork chops aren't the only barbecue classic that deserves a second look. Grilled chicken burgers are one of the easiest ways to upgrade burger night. Yes, chicken is a great source of lean protein, and it provides important nutrients like iron, vitamin B12, and zinc. A little bit of the fresh cracked pepper, and then just a little bit of holy fuzzamamole. But that's not the only reason to put it on the grill. Ground chicken is a blank canvas that takes on the flavors of herbs, spices, and sauces beautifully. It's affordable, dependable, and always a crowd pleaser. And when it's cooked properly, a good chicken burger is juicy and full of flavor. Because I chose a bone-in chop, this is going to be so flavorful, and that bone gives me a little bit of extra protection against the meat drying out on the grill. Your pork chop should be cooked to a nice rosy center. Now that's probably enough corn for the salsa. One of the biggest mistakes people make with pork chops is slicing into them way too soon. Resting the chops for 3 to 5 minutes after grilling is key. It gives those juices time to redistribute so they stay right where you want them. So think juicy and pink when you slice into this. Time for the reveal. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to see when I cut into this bone-in chop. You got a little bit of light pink. You've got total juice factor happening. You've got a beautiful caramelized crust on it. Time to give this a little bit of a taste. That is it. That's what I'm talking about. You've got a beautiful moisture retention from that bone being on. You've got the char from the grill. You've got that thickness that gives you the ability to make sure you get it done the way you want it. And I'll tell you something, this is the way you want it. I'm going in for one more. A thick-cut bone-in chop cooked properly can completely change the way you think about pork. The jalapeno salsa brings the freshness, sweetness, and a little bit of heat that pairs perfectly with the smoky grilled flavor of this chop. The grill has done its job, and now it's time to build this burger. Oh, what? It didn't break, that fell on stone.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. A well-seasoned patty is the perfect canvas for whatever toppings you love. I want layers of flavor and texture on my burger. Every element working together to bring a mix of crunch and creaminess that takes this meal to the next level. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with some tomato jam. So this is gonna bring a little bit of acidity to it, a little bit of slight sweetness. It's almost sort of a little bit of a upscale ketchup, we'll call it. Then to add that creaminess layer, I'm gonna go with a little bit of basil mayo. And if you want a little trick for making this, you don't have to make your own mayonnaise. You can take a store-bought mayonnaise off the shelf and then in your food processor or blender, blend up some fresh basil into it, and it's gonna give you a flavor tsunami. Then the burger itself, the star of the show, which has a little bit of buffalo mozzarella melted on top. And then of course, I can't get this out of my head for burgers. I love iceberg lettuce for it. You can do anything though. You could do arugula, different types of mixed greens. And then for a little bit of crunch and extra tartness, I'm gonna go with some pickled red onions on this. So that's gonna give me all those factors I want. The crunchy, the creaminess, the tanginess, and of course, like I say, the star of the show is gonna be that chicken burger. Don't let chicken burgers take a backseat anymore. Put these on the grill tonight. You're gonna be amazed. This is the kind of burger that earns a permanent spot on my grill. So, have we changed your mind about these barbecue classics? Whether you're firing up chicken burgers for a weeknight dinner or grilling pork chops for a family cookout, these affordable favorites don't have to play a supporting role on the barbecue anymore. They can absolutely take center stage when you cook them right. Are there other foods you think deserve a retake? Let us know what you'd like us to tackle next. I look forward to joining the conversation in the comments.